Good afternoon, team. This is Pat Walker, Mission Winners, making a training coaching video on SSO QLD, explaining, illustrating why we do what we do, the rationale, the proven rationale behind our tactics. This is yesterday on SSO. Notice it gapped down, it fell, and closed near the highs on a big pickup in volume. You see this? I'd like you to look at this bar. This one, it gapped up, it fell down, and closed near the highs on a big pickup in volume. On this bar, what was this, team? This is a higher low setup, right? On that bar too. Less volume, but it still triggered and worked. Note this bar, and this is where the rationale comes into place. Right here, it gapped down, see the open, reverses up, and closes near the highs on a big pickup in volume. This was yesterday. It gaps up, it falls, and closes near the highs on a big pickup in volume. Do you see the similarities? These chart patterns constantly repeat. Do they every time? Nothing repeats every time consistently. If it did, we'd own the world, right? Which is why we control risk. But you can see right here, it did it here, gaps up and lifts. This bar here was decent, gapped up, closes strong, higher low setup, and it gaps up and lifts. This bar is very similar to this bar, right? Gaps down, closes near the highs. Gaps down, falls, closes near the highs on a pickup in volume. Pickup in volume here, pickup in volume here. Normally what happens? Again, you can see the historical precedent here and here. It continues. It continues. This bar, it didn't. This bar gapped down, but it only gapped down a little bit. Does it work every time? Nothing works every time, but it works more times than not, right? That's our edge. On this, it didn't. And what did we do? We sold for an extremely small loss. And team, I will tell you this. I don't like losses, but I will accept them as part of investing, but I will keep them very, very small. Anyway, that's the rationale behind what we did. Now let's take it a step further here. Here's QLD. QLD gapped down and closed, okay, right, on a pickup in volume. Right here, it gapped down and closed near the highs. See near the highs? See near the highs? On a pickup in volume. The next day, it followed through. That's what we look for. Again, it doesn't work every time, but more times than not, it does. And that is our edge that we can use. Now right here, it gaps down and closes right here on low volume. And that's where it is today. So what do we do with it, team? We know what we did with it, right? We sold for a very small loss. But you can see the setup. Gaps down, falls, closes near the highs. More times than not, that leads to an advance the next day or two. It's an edge that I've used through the years, and it works. I call it the drop and reverse setup. Anyway, I wanted to show that. Didn't work as well here, but I'll tell you what. On SSO, through here, that was nice. Right here, gap down, close. That's a nice move in one day, team. I'll take that every day. Statistically, this works. It didn't. What did we do? I'll say it again. They say, oh, you can't dwell on this? No, I don't dwell on it. It's a business. We'll keep losses very small. We will control risk. Anyway, I wanted to make this video so that you can see the setup. Normally, like I said, it does this and follows through. This time, it didn't. And it happens. Am I mad? Yeah. Am I disappointed? Yes. But you know what my edge is? You know what your edge is? Two edges. More times than not, we know this works. And when it doesn't, what do? We keep losses very, very small. 7 and 8% losses, we're not going to have it. Anyway, I hope this helps you. I'll get this video out. And this is for VIPs, and I thank you.